morning. Welcome to It Might Be Sunny Today, Winnipeg. That's the hope. Okay, slight change in plans here. Instead of doing all these lines individually, I think I'm going to try and do all 8 basically at the same time. So what I'm going to do is measure the distance. I think I'm probably going to need most of this. Okay, yeah. Okay, between the two yard arms, if I was to cut pieces of easy line that long, maybe a little bit longer. I don't want to waste it because I'm getting down near the end, I think. I don't know how much of that I've used, maybe about half of it. And the idea will be that I want to fasten a little tiny piece of blue tack on on each end individually, just sort of lay them in place and get the tension and spacing and everything just exactly right. And then my hope is to be able to put a little tiny bit of CA glue onto the contact point. And I'm not going to use the regular CA thin. I'm going to use the quick setting here. I think I'll have a lot better results. I think that my old CA glue, the thin, is maybe getting old. I do have a large container still in the fridge. I guess it would be about 2-3 years ago. I bought a large container and I put it in the fridge. So maybe what I should do is garbage what's in that small one and replenish it with fresh stuff from the fridge. Okay, enough about that. I did not see our walkers this morning. Doesn't mean they didn't come by. I just did not see them. And I don't want to be spending a whole bunch of time looking. It could be that one day they're going to change their route, or something will happen, or maybe they're going to go to Arizona for the winter, or like my neighbor next door, Mexico. He's not going this year, I don't think. So things change, in other words. And there's going to be a change here in a few days. I'll be done the Iowa. I know it's hard to believe at the rate I'm going, but one day we'll be done. And things change. So our walkers will one day not come by at the regular time for whatever reason. And I'm sort of beating that to death too, aren't I? Okay, speaking of neighbors, Missy the dog came by this morning. Yeah. Hello, Missy. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah. Okay, I've got something for you. Look over here. Was that good? Was that good? So that was kind of nice. And we did get to see a sort of sunrise. That was nice, wasn't it? Okay. Let's recompose here and cut ourselves 8 pieces of easy line about this long or a little better, and see if we can get those down today. That's the plan. That's the plan. Okay, we'll see how this goes here. This is my first time trying this, so I'm hoping it's going to work out okay. we don't want this to be taut. We just want it to be. We just want it to be snug. Now, I know I mentioned yesterday that it does have a stretch ratio allegedly of 7 to 1. It seems to me I actually checked it a way back. Okay, got one done. And we will just cut it off here. Now we're ready for the next one. I suppose what I should do is maybe make grooves in all of them at the same time and get it over with, right? That makes a lot more sense. Now there is the possibility that when I hang these over the yard arm, that they're going to stick together, and that could be a problem. In which case, then I will have to do them more or less individually. But at least I think doing it like this is gonna speed things up. Okay, you get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead now and do the other 6. Okay, I did opt to use the cardboard as a white background. And right now I'm taking the first strand off of the plexiglass sheet that we had it on there. And okay, I'll just put this down over here, I guess, for the time being. Now, the thought is we want to try and get it. Oh my! It's not going to fit in the railing there. The railing is just okay. Maybe I can. I wonder if I can narrow this out a little bit, make it skinnier, so it'll poke through. Because all we got to do is get it through. And we'll be cutting it off later. So the other end won't have this problem. Okay, is it going to go through there? Yes, just almost, but not quite. Okay, I made these things just a little bit too big, didn't I? Okay, let's try it now. I gotta be so careful. As soon as I feel my fingers brushing against anything, it still won't go. It almost goes. What's the problem here? Maybe I'm not making it narrow in the right place. Maybe I'm just narrowing out the ends and not the middle. There we go. Okay, so that will be the first weight. We'll just get it to fall down a little bit here. All right. Now, where's my crochet hook? Here. I think it was Tony who was mentioning that for running rigging, a crochet hook is good. And so, you know, when I say it was so-and-so that said this or said that, but when I'm thinking back 5 years ago, I sometimes don't always get it right. So if it was somebody else that had told me that and you're listening right now and you're kind of feeling kind of offended maybe that I forgot, well, sorry about that. Okay, I think this is going to work out good. Try and get this moved over. It has a tendency to want to come this way for some reason. I just can't get it all the way over to the left. Oh, I'm going to break our ladder off if I'm not careful. Well, maybe that'd be all right. And then the next one could go in just to the left of this rail, and then the last one could just hang on the end here. Okay, I think that this is probably about right. Okay. All right, let's do another one. This time we'll narrow it up to start with. Now I don't want to wind up the easy line into that and make it shorter. Okay, we're gonna make it now. No. Maybe if I make it flat. Okay, I'm sorry to get my hands in your way, but I can only bend so many directions at one time. Okay, now we're hooked onto the gun down here. Where's the crochet hook? Oh yeah, now you see what's happening? These are sticking together. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to have to do them individually. So this idea is only half good. In which case we have to separate these. Yeah, these are sticking together. I should have thought of that. Well, I guess I did, but okay. Not all is lost here. Not all is lost. I'm going to just separate these and. Okay, we'll just leave this one down for the time being. Now, I think the tension is about right. Mark, you've got a good ear for music. Is this right? Okay, I see what's happened here. I didn't like the sound of that either. Get a little bit tighter here. The blue tack was sitting in the splinter rail here. Okay, that's a little tighter. Okay, let's try it now. Yeah, that sounds better. Okay, what I've done here is I've taken our Instacure quick setting, and I put a new spout on it, and I stretched it out to make it really small, and then where it was narrow I nipped it off. And my hope is that I can very gently just apply the CA glue right from this rather than using the applicator. Now, I'm guessing about 15 minutes ago I was online and I was checking Steve in the model shed because he had mentioned that he was going to have the reveal of his Bismarck that he's been working on for the last little while. And there was nothing there. There hasn't been anything for a couple of weeks or so. And I was wondering, does anybody know anything? Is he okay? Now, on the other hand, Now, what makes me think that, worry a little bit is because he had said he was going to do a reveal. Now, maybe he was talking about taking his model to the what's that big model show there in the UK that's going to happen tomorrow. It's sort of a worldwide thing. I think it's the I think it's the biggest in the world. Anyway, he was going to display his model there. And it could well be that he's been feverishly trying to make his case so that he can, put it in. Like he's got to shop something like I do. He does that kind of stuff like I do as well. And so it could be he's been busy doing that, and there's nothing wrong. And maybe he's going to have it in the model show tomorrow. Maybe he's going to do his big reveal there. That's the kind of thing I'd do if I was allowed. I wouldn't dare take any of my models to that model show. I get a prize for the most worst. Okay. Anyway, I shouldn't always be running myself down, should I? But tell it like it is. Now, we're going to try and move in right here. And I'm going to put on my, very carefully reach over here, get my magnification hood ready, and I think I'm ready to go here. We'll see how it goes. I haven't tried this yet. Okay, it kind of looks like it's hollow. I haven't used this yet since I put the new one on. So, okay, let's move in here and see what happens. Okay, first I'm gonna just sort of bump this over and try and get it as much over to the left as I can. There, I think I did pretty good there. All right, now the trick will be what I'm doing right now is I'm squeezing the bottle slightly, so that when it starts to come, when I release the squeeze, it will stop. Okay. For those of you who are wondering and seeing a lot of CA glue on there glinting away, what I'm going to do afterwards is after I get all the lines down, I'm going to go over it and paint over everything with a number, I think that's the 66. And we won't be seeing any of that glue. At least that's the plan. Now I'm going to wait a little longer this time. I think part of the problem last time was I tried to cut it off too soon, but this should set up really fast. It might be cured right now already. Just for the fun of it, let's see if I can touch it and see what happens here. No, it's still wet. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny that's, I would have thought that would have been dry there, but it's not. Okay. In order to expedite things along here, I think what I'm going to do is do the rest of these lines off camera and get them done. Whether I'll be working on it later this afternoon or not, I don't know. I kind of think I will. It's pretty early yet. But I'm going to cut today's episode off so that I can do that. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor. And yeah, today's Friday. So at 3:30, he's going to be coming over, and I got to get everything caught up by then. And that is the final edit and what have you. So I'm going to call it quits for this afternoon. I can't think of anything else I had meant to tell you that I forgot about. Thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.